Welcome. Thanks for joining me for the August Homeowner Edition. Today we're going to cover certain topics such as the current inventory, the forecast, where mortgage rates are going to be, and what people are doing with their abundance of equity. Let's hop right into it. So as of right now, as of June, we had 1.53 million existing homes for sale, which is up a little bit. It's slightly down from May, but still up. Last July, it was 25% less. So we're doing better than we did last year, but by no stretch of the imagination are we doing better than we were pre-pandemic. Those numbers were way higher. We were doing much better. So although we're on the mend, we're doing better and better. We're not anywhere near we were as far as normal is concerned. Now, this brings me into next year. So as far as next year is concerned, if we continue growing a little bit here and there, we might have like 1.3 million next July for sale. It maybe even 1.5. Some of the numbers from experts are going back and forth, but we're going to see a little bit of an increase. Everything's getting a little bit better, but it's going to be pretty balanced. It's going to be a slow, steady drip higher and higher. We're not going to see any jumps. We're not going to see any huge trends. Everything's going to be kind of like which brings me to the interest rates. So for the interest rates, right now we're probably at 6.25, 6.5, somewhere in there, depending where you are credit score wise. And if all goes well and things continue to slightly improve, we could maybe possibly be like in the high fives by the end of the year. Some experts, such as like the Fannie Mae, have like kind of hinted at maybe even 5.7, 5.8, which is about our historical average. I know you're looking at me, which my 2.75, and you're just, giving me the look. But that's about what the average would be over the last span of like 30 years. So fives, high fives, mid fives would be wonderful. We'll continue to see like a nice steady growth in the market. We're going to see, the nice and it's going to be pretty boring last part too. So we have lots of folks who have some equity in their homes. Some of you 2.7s, 3% interest rate people. And there's a lot of different things. We talk about it in my previous videos all the time, probably ad nauseum. But some of the things people are doing as they're getting into home equity loans, which they're getting into some improvements, things about their house. Make sure you're smart about the things you do with your house. Don't just make an emotional decision and like, oh, I've always wanted a giant jacuzzi. Make sure that what you're doing makes sense for your home, and or be sure you have a long-term plan. I'm going to be here for 15 years, 20 years, 10 years. No problem. But make sure you think it through. Don't just make those emotional decisions. People are also doing HELOCs, which is essentially the revolving line of credit with the equity of your home is as the leverage. And those interest rates for a HELOC are like around 7.25, somewhere in that interest rate. So if you have something you want to do around the house or invest and do things, HELOC's another great way. Now, some people are also doing a cash out refi. If your interest rates are in the 5s and 6s, maybe a cash out refi makes sense for you. But if you're in the 2s and 3s, just hold tight and use the home equity and the HELOCs, to do the things we want you to do around the house or invest in things. Or, I've even had a few folks that have helped their children buy houses and things of that nature. So there's a lot of different options and things you can do if you have that whole thing up. It's probably not any different than what you're hearing in the news. So if you hear otherwise, I know the news loves sensationalism and they love making everything crazy. It's actually a really boring market right now. It's nice and steady. We are gradually growing in regards to homes for sale. We're not pre-pandemic, but we're gradually growing. Like I said, we're about 25% higher than we were last year. Hopefully we get 5 to 10% higher next year. We hope that we get 1.3, 1.5 million listings next year about that time. That'd be wonderful. And then the interest rates are sitting at 6.5, 6.8, 6.25, somewhere in there. But if things go well and things continue to grow and all the other factors or the financial factors is job rates and all the tariffs and all the things going on, it would be nice if we got like in the high fives, 5.7, 5.8 would be awesome. And then, of course, the last thing is make sure you make great decisions with the home equity. If you are somebody who bought 5 years or longer, you have a little bit of equity. You can either sit on and do nothing, or you can have a HELOC and sit on and do nothing, or you can do some investing, or you can help out family, or how boring the market is, which is good news for you, homeowner, because we like boring in this particular case. That means things are gradually improving, numbers are going up, everything's going up, hopefully rates go down. So if you have any questions about the value of your specific house, or where to get a HELOC, or handymans, or contractors, or any of the things you're looking to do, feel free to reach out. I'm here to help. We'll see you again next month.